Hello everyone, my name is Shonda and welcome to my channel Under the Needle. I'm here to tell you guys about an upcoming sew along. So the name of the sew along is called Hey June and it is on Saturday, June 26th. And what it is, it's being hosted by Gudrun Erla with GE Designs. She's someone that I've been following for I guess about almost a year and a half. So the first sew along that I had heard about with her was last year in the pandemic, and it was called Elvira. It was the Elvira sew along. And basically she had an existing pattern called Elvira, and she gave her pattern away for free. And she created like this full day sew along. So there's like a kickoff live YouTube stream where she introduces the pattern, gives us tips and tricks, and we basically come together with another live stream every 2 hours. But as we're, in between live streams, we're all kind of collectively sewing on our projects, and we're all sewing the same project. And there'll be recipe suggestions and cocktail suggestions and even a playlist. So as you're sewing, like everyone's kind of listening to the same playlist and maybe having the same cocktails or maybe having the same, foods and appetizers and things like that. It's just kind of a cool day. So the very first one I missed. I wasn't able to participate in the Elvira sew along, but the other two that she did like this were Hope. That was one of the ones she did. And the name of the sew along is basically the name of the pattern. So there was the Hope sew along. And I believe what she did there is that she discounted, she wrote a new pattern for the sew along and discounted the pattern half price so that everyone could participate. And actually, no, I believe what she did for that one is that she kind of left it up to you. It was like donation. She wanted to raise money. I can't remember if well, there was the third one called Harmony. And I want to say the Hope one was the one where she asked for donations for the pattern. So you could download the pattern for free if you did not have money for a donation, or you could pay $2 for the pattern or $20 for the pattern. And that was kind of your donation. And she took all those monies and she gave them to like local organizations in her area that were helping people during the pandemic. Just, really altruistic. So you're doing something fun, but at the same time, you're giving back. So that was nice. And then the third one was Harmony. And on that one, I believe she didn't do a donation. She just marked the pattern down 50%. So the pattern was like $4. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So the pattern was like $4.50. So for this sew along, we're using the pattern June. And so the sew along is, Hey June. And she's going to be giving the pattern away for free for one day. So on June 25th, the sew along is June 26th, but the day before on June 25th, she's going to drop the pattern and she's going to give it away for free if you download it on that day. So this is what the pattern looks like. I will put a link in the description to this information sheet so you can but that's the pattern. And there's two different layouts. You can see this layout here. And there's a second layout here. So 2 layout options, 4 size options. And this project uses either half yards or a combination of 10-inch squares and 2.5-inch strips. But all of the fabric requirements are on her website right now. Again, I will put that link. And we are kicking off, like I said, June 26th at 9 a.m. Central Time. So not too early. Unless you're on the West Coast, then, it might seem a little early for you. But for me, it's like 10 o'clock, which is perfect because I like to sleep in on the weekends. So that really works for me. And then we kind of have our kickoff. And then 2 hours later at 11 a.m. Central Time, we meet again. Then at 1 p.m., then at 3 p.m., and then lastly at 5 p.m. So the goal is my goal usually is to try to sew as quickly as possible and remain as focused as possible to try to get my quilt top done by 5 p.m. Central or 6 p.m. my time. So I'll get my fabric cut, and I'll have my whole quilt cut out. But I may start piecing some stuff, or I may not. But if I do piece anything, well, I can't really. If I piece anything, it's only going to be the day before because the pattern release is the day before. So if I do any piecing, it'll be on that Friday, the 25th, when the pattern drops. But I might get ahead because I'm doing the full size. So 76 by 100. And I'm doing the full size because I did a fabric pull. This project, since it uses half yards, and I have a ton of half yards, and it would be great to use them. Doing the full size allows me to use up a significant amount of my half yards to kind of, break down some of this stash, seeing as how I just bought a bunch of new half yards. So my fabric pull is this here. Let's see if I can show you guys. So these are the half yards that I'm using. You want an equal number of lights and darks. So I have, this light and dark pair. I'm using this as a light and dark, even though they're both mediums. I think they play like light and dark. I'm using this light and dark pair here. This light and dark pair here. Again, even though they're both kind of medium, I think I have significant contrast. This pair and this pair. Again, even though these are both mediums, I still feel like they play well as, this being the light and this being the dark. And I have significant contrast. And then you only need 1 and 3 yards of background. So I'm using this white on white tone. You can kind of see the little white dots on here. So that's my fabric pull. I'm pretty excited about it. I really enjoy these sewing days because it's like you're alone in your sewing room, but you're not. You're literally sewing along with thousands of people that are sewing along with you, like around the world. So not even just like here in the US, but like around the world, Australia, Europe, everywhere you can think of, like people are sewing from. It's pretty amazing. So to kind of be in this worldwide event, as a quilter kind of appeals to me. So you're alone, but you know that you're a part of a group of thousands of people who are all literally doing the same thing at the same time. You're listening to the same music, eating the same food. It's pretty amazing. So I'm super excited about it. As I always say, I have no business starting another project, but yet here I am starting another project. But I'm super excited about this sew along. So I'm going to get my fabric ironed and get my 10-inch squares cut and my 2.5-inch strips cut, get my background ironed and pressed, and so that I'll be ready to go. I think I've labored over my fabric pull long enough, and messed with it long enough. So I think I'm clear on it. But who knows? I might pull a couple more half yards out before the day is over, because I probably won't iron or cut until tomorrow. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know about it. I think it's a super cool event, and because she's releasing the pattern for free, it's a free event. And I always enjoy it. So I was super happy. It really would have been better for me timing wise if this was happening like in August. But I'm super stoked. I'm definitely going to be participating, and hopefully you guys will give it a look. On her website, I know she's talked about this in some of her live streams. She does a live stream twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, where she's talked a little bit about the product. Talked a little bit about the sew along and the pattern itself. And I think she's even sewn up some other colorways so that you can see the quilt in other colorways. And she has the two that are in the flyer for the sew along, you can actually see those in full in if you know, check out some of those YouTube videos. So it's all kind of cool. It's all kind of cool. Anyway, so Saturday, June 26th kicks off at 9 a.m. Central Time. The pattern release is the day before on June 25th on Gudrun's website. And I will put a link in the description to the pattern information, the flyer for the sew along, giving you the fabric requirements for the pattern and all that good stuff. So that's it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys will join in. So that's it for me. Have a great day, and I will see you next video.